This is the Washington Times front page for Wednesday, April 17th, 2024. Thanks for joining us. I'm George Gerbo. Does Iran, beneath all of its tough talk and rhetoric, actually want to go to war? That question is once again front and center in Washington and around the world. Speculation is swirling in national security circles. Ben Wolfgang and Bill Gertz report that Iran's weekend attack on Israel was crafted to appear aggressive, but not intended to be an opening salvo in a full-blown conflict. Critics say the Biden administration's lack of deterrence of Iran's actions result from weak policies that lack punitive steps, such as imposing sanctions. Such sanctions are expected to come later this week. Although the administration is pushing for diplomacy rather than escalation, Israeli military leaders have signaled that a response is forthcoming. Meanwhile, frustration is swirling on Capitol Hill after a top Defense Department official revealed that a suspected Iranian influence agent remained on the job at the Pentagon last week, while U.S. national security officials were coordinating efforts to defend Israel from Iran's attack. At a Senate Armed Services Committee hearing last week, Ryan Lovelace reports senators learned that Ariane Tabatabai remained on the job in an office overseeing special operations despite concerns that she operated at the behest of the Iranian regime. Lawmakers became suspicious last year when news outlets published alleged details about her in a trove of emails from Iranian diplomats from 2003 through 2021. Assistant Secretary of Defense Christopher Mayer assured lawmakers only that protocols were followed regarding Tabatabai's work, as well as providing more information during a classified setting. The House has delivered articles impeaching Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas to the Senate, starting what is expected to be an abbreviated process that will likely end in acquittal. Senators will be sworn in as jurors for the trial on Wednesday, Ramsey Touchberry and Stephen Dinan report. Democrats hope to make a quick motion to end the proceedings and prevent a full trial. Multiple senators said they expect several hours of debate before Democrats vote to dismiss the case, noting that Republicans' arguments stem only from policy disagreements, not dereliction of duty. And finally, the Supreme Court is struggling with the government's case against January 6th defendants. Alex Sawyer reports Republican-appointed justices repeatedly challenged the Department of Justice's aggressive use of a post-Enron scandal law from the early 2000s against the defendants. That included questioning why the law about disrupting official proceedings wasn't applied to rioters who attacked a federal courthouse in Oregon in 2020. The Supreme Court isn't expected to decide the case immediately, but will issue a ruling by the end of its term in June. Find all today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or the Washington Times app, and find us wherever you get your podcasts. You can also find us on social media at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.
Fargo, the new virtual assistant from Wells Fargo, makes banking faster and easier. Like this.
Fargo, what's my checking account routing number?
And this.
Fargo, turn off my debit card.
And this.
Fargo, what did I spend on groceries last month?
And that's just the beginning. Do you, Fargo? You can in the Wells Fargo mobile app. Learn more at wellsfargo.com/getfargo.
Terms and conditions apply. Your mobile carrier's availability and message and data rates may apply. Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.